scars. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I pay for fighting through the pain. They ain't never been a pussy, make the Hall of Fame. Come on. Ain't Chris the doing, just a Carolina kid with an attitude. It was born to ride, born to ride, born to raise hell on a Friday night. I'd rather ride on light than fade into the night. So go and open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Yeah, I'm a cowboy. Gasoline, ibuprofen, Gatorade, and nicotine. It's a vicious circle, spin around and round. It's a kind of combination, put you 6 feet down. I got 4-ounce Wranglers and a Pearl Snap shirt. I'm spitting out blood in the Texas dirt. This ain't no kind of living for man with sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than bleed into the night. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I pay for fighting through the pain. They ain't never been a pussy, make the Hall of Fame. Come on. Ain't Jim Sharp, ain't Chris the doing, just a Carolina kid with an attitude. It was born to ride, born to ride, born to raise hell on a Friday night. I'd rather ride on light than fade into the night. So go and open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other domination puts you 6 feet down. I got 4-round Wranglers and a pearl snap shirt. I'm spitting out blood in the Texas dirt. This ain't no kind of living for man with sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than bleed into the night. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Some dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side?
iRacing is a sim racing that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the world.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Round number 10 is upon us here at Kokomo Speedway for the JSI Racing Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. It's going to be a belter of a show here tonight here at Kokomo Speedway. A massive big thanks to all our sponsors, Hobbs Trenching and Boring, and also Crawford Design, so to Southern Cross Transport Equipment Group. It's going to be a belter. Clayton Davies currently is your quick time man so far here in qualifying, 10.709. Harry Stewart out there on the racetrack at the moment. Aston Hurley just running his laps in the 99 car for tonight, and Aston is 14th quick so far with a 10.927. Again, race fans, this is going to be a cracking show here tonight. Nothing happens without these guys in the server here on iRacing. So we'd just like to thank all the drivers and everyone behind the scenes for everything they do with the stars in their cars. Here at Kokomo Speedway tonight, it's going to be a belter. We've got 25 seconds before we go into heat racing action. Your top 10, Clayton Davies, Nathan Vanderwacker, Harry Stewart, Mike Augustine. Good to see him back tonight as well. Maxie Bevan, Brad Oldfield. You're back to Riley Simpson, Leo Heaton, John Schultz, and Sean Stevens to round out your top 10 qualifiers so far here in qualifying. And, well, good to see these guys on the program. Let's go heat racing. Before we do so, we'll read out your qualifying results just quickly on the screen. Davies, Wacker, or Vander Wacker, should I say. Then you go back to Harry Stewart, Augustine, Bevan, Oldfield, Simpson, Heaton. And then you go back to Schultz and Sean Stevens, your top 10. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your grid for the opening heat race here tonight. Zane O'Toole and Blaine Densley on the front row. Timothy Devine and Cooper Wilson on row 2. Then back to Brad Oldfield and Clayton Davies on row number 3. Your fast time man will start from position number 6. Justin Wright and Alex Gavia, Ash Hammond and Jason Burke are your starters here in heat race number 1. It's going to be a cracking show here tonight, race fans. Let's get set to go racing. 12 laps is the distance. For heat racing competition tonight, we saw Zane O'Toole in form last week at Knoxville. What's he got here tonight here at Kokomo Speedway? Densley in that Hobbs trenching and boring, number 27. On the outside of the front row, watch your fast time man, Clayton Davies from row number 3, outside. Set to go green, 12 on the board, let's go racing. Down to 1 and 2, we're going. Densley on the top side, like a bullet again at turn number 2. Into turns number 3 and 4, we run this time by. Down the main straight away we go. 1 down, 11 laps remaining. Here in heat race number 1, O'Toole upside down in a big way. In turn 1 and 2, and another car also getting into him. I think that may have been Ash Hammond. And oh my, drama already here in heat race number 1. Zane O'Toole is your suspect here in heat race number 1. In the number 78 machine, just made contact with the 14 car on the racetrack, and unfortunately a couple of cars going upside down. Ash Hammond was involved. So too Bradley Oldfield. And unfortunately that is not where you want to be right now. Another car also out of the race, and that is Jason Burke. Back in the pit area. Dramas for the 74 machine. So that'll give you race lead to Blaine Densley. He was like an absolute bull at a gate through turns 1 and 2. Cooper Wilson will now start on his outside. Timothy Devine then back to Clayton Davies, already up to the 4th position. Set to go green out of turn number 4. Back to green we go. Into 1 and 2. And down the back straight away we run. Into turns number 3 and 4. Wilson back there in second. We got 1 car into the fence in turn 3 and 4. Back down to a 1 and 2. We go 6 down, 6 around here in heat race number 1. Down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. We run this time by. Bradley Oldfield. Slow down on the top side of the speedway in the 51 car. Not the way to start United here at Kokomo Speedway. Through turns 3 and 4. We run this time by. Down the main straight into turns 1 and 2. We got 4 laps left to go. We are yellow, yellow, yellow. Big crash on the speedway. Timothy Devine, and I believe that may have been Bradley Oldfield. So we'll take a look at that crash there in turn 3 and 4. Yeah, you can see Timothy Devine and also Bradley Oldfield get tangled up there on the main straightaway. And unfortunately, that is not the way to start your night. And how about your fast time man from position number 6? Already up into the top 2. From the 6th starting position, your fast time man, that is Clayton Davies. And how good So we've got a green-white checker situation on our hands right now, race fans. We've got 6 cars left on the racetrack. We started with 10. Through turns 3 and 4, we run this time by. Back to green we go. Through 1 and 2. Davies right on the rear nerve bar of the 27. Off Blaine Densley. Through turns 3 and 4, we run this time by. The white flag is out. Here in heat race number 1, slide job from the 50 machine of Clayton Davies on the 27 of Densley. Densley turns it back underneath him in turn 3 and 4. Race to the finish, it's Clayton Davies from the 6th starting position and takes out heat race number 1. Well done to your top 2, Blaine Densley and Clayton Davies. What a show. Here are your results right now, race fans. Clayton Davies, Blaine Densley, Ash Hammond, your top 3. You're back to Alex Gavia, your top. He's in the 4th position. He will transfer through directly tonight's A main. Unfortunately for Justin Wright, Bradley Oldfield, Cooper Wilson, you're back to Timothy Devine, Zane O'Toole, and Jason Burke. Positions 5 through to 10 will start in one of 2 last chance qualifiers here tonight. Just quickly, your grid right now for heat race number 2, Luke Wilson and Cody Lawrence, Joel Butel and Titan Vanderwarden. Near back to Riley Simpson, Nathan Vanderwacker, Craig Plater, Alex Hanna, Jonathan McKean, and Daniel Cassidy are your 10 starters here in heat race number 2. Luke Wilson had a good run last week at Knoxville Raceway. What can he do here tonight at Kokomo? Set to go green as they roll through turns 3 and 4. Heat race number 2, 12 on the board. We're green. Down to 1 and 2 we go. Wilson has the race lead momentarily into turn 3 and 4, side by side. Here comes Titan Vanderwarden. Into turns 1 and 2 we go, and down the back straight away we got 1 car into the fence in turn 1 and 2. Through turns 3 and 4 we run this time by. Lawrence has the race lead. Into turns 3 and 4 we run this time by. Down the main straight away we go into turns 1 and 2. Lawrence in that 55 machine. Down the back straight away we go. Luke Wilson relegated back to position number 3. Here comes Nathan Vanderwacker. In the speed shot 51.com, LCJ Carpentry. Vortex Sim Sports number 88 machine with a slide job on the 9 machine, and Luke Wilson. Wilson through the middle part of the speedway. Vanderwacker on the top side takes over 3rd. Into turns 1 and 2 right now. Battle on for the race lead. Bit of contact there between your top 2 race leaders. Through turns 3 and 4 we run this time by. Down the main straight away, back down to 1 and 2 we go. Vanderwacker on the charge right now in the 88 machine. Through 3 and 4 we run this time by. 5 laps left to go in heat race number 2. Vanderwack with a double slide job into 1 and 2 and holds it down. Down the back straight away we go to turn 3 and 4 we run this time by. Down the main straight away we go. Into 1 and 2. Battle on for the race lead. Vanderwacker holds it down. Through turn 3 and 4 we run this time by, and down the main straight away we got 3 laps left to go. Here in heat race number 2. Down the back straight away, Vanderwacker is currently operating lap traffic right now. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Vanderwacker on the top side of the speedway. He'll see the white lights this time by. 1 lap left to go for Nathan Vanderwacker. In the speed shot 51.com, LCJ Carpentry, Vortex Sim Sports number 88 machine gets the job done in heat race number 2. Titan Vanderwarden comes home in second. Cody Lawrence third, and Alex Hanna, your final transferee from heat race number 2. Here's the results right now for the second heat race. Nathan Vanderwacker gets the job done. Titan Vanderwarden. Vanderwarden? It's a bit of a mouthful, that one. Cody Lawrence, then back to Alex Hanna, your top 4. Riley Simpson, unfortunately, misses out. So too Luke Wilson, Daniel Cassidy, Jonathan McKean, Joel Butel, and Craig Plater are your 10 finishers in heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 sees the grid this way. Robert Fletcher in the 71 from 1, then back to Brock Lewis in position number 2. Joshua Walton in the 81 car will start from 3 with Tyler Bish in the 41 from 4. Leo Heaton and Harry Stewart, positions 5 and 6. That is row number 3. Cody Nevin in the 11 car will start from position number 7. Jeremy Kensler in the 47 from 8. Nash Granger in the 5 car from position number 9. And Scott Partington in the 10 car will start from position number 10. Well, race fans, we're getting through these heat races thick and fast tonight. In excess of 50 sprint cars locking in here tonight here at Kokomo Speedway. And we're already down to heat race number 3. Set to go green. Down to 1 and 2 we go for the first time. Fletcher, your early race leader. Here comes Walton to the inside. Walton takes the race lead, holds down lap number 1. 1 down, 11 to go. Here at Kokomo Speedway right now, we got 1 car on the move. That is Riley Stewart. Up into position. Sorry, Harry Stewart it is in the 11 car. Running through the middle part of the speedway at the moment. Into turns number 3 and 4. We run this time by Cody Nevin. Back there in position number 9 at the moment. Joshua Walton holds down the race lead. Heading down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 we go. We got 2 cars tangled up in turn 3 and 4. That would be a Brock Lewis and I believe Robert Fletcher. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. So you can see, yeah, just a bit of concertina effect there in turn 3 and 4. 2 cars getting into each other. Big damage, though, on the 8 machine of Brock Lewis. Top wing damage on that race car right now. So we will resume heat race number 3. Joshua Walton is your race leader. Tyler Bish in position number 2. Harry Stewart in 3. Leo Heaton in the top 4. Set to go back to green through turns 3 and 4 we run. Walton gets on the gas. Nice and easy through turns 1 and 2. Comes Harry Stewart down the back straight away. Contact between your race leaders through 3 and 4. Stewart with a slide job on Joshua Walton. Couldn't make it stick though. Walton turns her back underneath him. Down the back straight away we go to turn 3 and 4. 3-way battle for the lead and we are cautioned yellow on the speedway. Once again. Looks like it may have been Nash Granger and then looks like a couple of cars getting into each other in turns 3 and 4. They were 3 wide momentarily. Cody Nevin, Nash Granger. Well, not a good start tonight for Cody Nevin. Nash Granger as well getting turned around in turn 1 and 2. So not a good start tonight for these guys. Down the back of the bus, top 4 make it through to tonight's A main. Set to go back to green, this time by green-white checker situation. Walton jumps on the gas nice and early through turns 3 and 4. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Green flag conditions right now here at Kokomo Speedway. Harry Stewart in hot pursuit of the 81 machine. Into 1 and 2 we go for the final time and down the back straight away. Into turns number 3 and 4. Here comes Harry Stewart though with one last look. And Joshua Walton will win heat race number 3. A close call there between your top two. There was contact between Harry Stewart and Joshua Walton. Here is your results right now. Walton, Stewart, Tyler Bish, and Brock Lewis, your top 4. Unfortunately for Leo Heaton, Jeremy Kensrod, Nash Granger, Cody Nevin, Scott Partington, and Robert Fletcher will start positions 5 through 10. Will start in one of two B mains here tonight. Well, your grid right now for heat race number 4, and it is Kai Jensen, Brad O'Brien on the front row. David Clifford, Aston Hurley, John Schultz, Mike Augustine, Luke Johnson, Stephen Haley, Tony Walsh, and Cole Ferguson. It is here tonight. So we will get set to go as the cars roll through turns 3 and 4. Pace car off the circuit, Kai Jensen and Brad O'Brien. Remember, Kai Jensen had an awesome run last week at Knoxville Raceway. We are green. Down to 1 and 2, Kai Jensen in the KRE race engines, BK Trading. Number 9 machine, through turns 3 and 4 for the first time. Down the main straightaway we go. 1 down, 11 laps to go. O'Brien looking for the race lead. Can't hold it down at the moment. We've got 2 cars tangling up in turns 1 and 2. And that is Cole Ferguson and David Clifford. By the schemes of things. So just taking a look at the UltimateDirtTV instant replay on screen right now. Cole Ferguson. Looks like David Clifford was already turned around in turns 1 and 2. And Cole Ferguson, an innocent party in the last one. So we will get set to let them loose once again here at Kokomo Speedway. O'Brien and Jensen on the pole position. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Back to green flag conditions here at Kokomo. Kai Jensen is your race leader through turns 3 and 4 on the top side of the speedway. We got a big crash in turn 3 and 4. Johnny Schultz and Stephen Hartley. Hately, sorry. It is in turns 3 and 4. We shall take a look at your replay. So, John Schultz made contact with another car in turn 3 and 4. And unfortunately, that was all over Red Rover for John Schultz. So, not the way to go here tonight, here at Kokomo Speedway. So far, we've seen some good racing up towards the front of the field. Kai Jensen is your race leader here in heat race number 4. We've got one more heat race, I'm pretty sure, after this one. And I'll tell you what, race fans, we're set to go. Pace car off the circuit. Heat race number 4 is back to green. Jensen with a good start, down to 1 and 2 we go. O'Brien to the bottom side of the speedway with a slide job in 1 and 2. Jensen turns it back underneath him in turn 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway we go. With 3 laps left remaining here in heat race number 4 right now. Aston Hurley looking for second over Kai Jensen. Jensen, through turns 3 and 4, holds down. Third place right now. Aston Hurley moves up into P2. Through turns 3 and 4 this time by O'Brien is your race leader in the 77. Through 1 and 2 we go this time, and for the final time down the back straight away to turns 3 and 4. O'Brien will win heat race number 4. Second to Aston Hurley. Third to Kai Jensen. Fourth to Mike Augustine. Your results right now on your screen for heat race number 4. O'Brien, Hurley, Jensen, and Augustine, your top 4. So those guys will go through directly to A main competition tonight. Well, race fans, here is your grid right now for the final heat race of the night. Brent Hobbs and Bo Nation, positions 1 and 2. Callum Davison and Andrew Corbett, 3 and 4. Sean Stevens and Maxie Bevan in positions 5 and 6. Nick Ryan and Jason Crawford in positions 7 and 8. Matt West and Daniel Nickel rounding out the field in positions 9 and 10. So we're set to go. Final heat race of the night is upon us right now, race fans. So we are set to go. Pace car off the circuit. Brent Hobbs and Bo Nation on the front row. Final heat race of the night. We're green. Into 1 and 2. Down the back straight away we go for the first time. And Brent Hobbs is your race leader. Davidson back in P2. Here comes Corbett right now. We got a big crash in turn 1 and 2. We are yellow. Looks like Sean Stevens, Jason Crawford, and also Matt West. So we're just going to take a quick look at that on the replay. So they were nearly 4 wide going to turns 1 and 2. Sean Stevens was already turned around in turn 1 and 2. And unfortunately for Matt West, Jason Crawford, a bit of an innocent party in that one. So we will get set to go back to green flag action here at Kokomo. Final heat race of the night. Set to go green right now. As they roll through 3 and 4, back on the gas we go. Into 1 and 2, Davidson on the top side of the speedway. Hobbs on the bottom side of the racetrack right now. Into 3 and 4 we run. This time by 6 down, 6 laps to go. Here in heat race number 5, we've got 2 cars around on the main straightaway. I'm pretty sure one of those was Daniel Nickel. Meanwhile, we stay green. Brent Hobbs, still your race leader. Maxie Bevan on the charge in the 68 car right now. 3 wide for the race lead, if you don't mind, though. Into 1 and 2. Down the back, straight away we go. Bevan holds down the race lead. Contacted 3 and 4. Bevan loses 2 spots. Got the car all sideways in turn 3 and 4, and that's not the way you want to go right now. Callum Davidson is your race leader. Right now with 2.5 laps to go. Into 1 and 2, we got a car upside down. That is Brent Hobbs. Meanwhile, into turns 1 and 2, we go for the final time. Callum Davidson for his first career victory win. Heat race winner, Callum Davidson. Maxie Bevan second, Nick Ryan third, Sean Stevens in the top 4. And wow, we race fans, how about that? A first-time winner here in heat race action. Callum Davidson gets the job done. So here we go, race fans. First of 2 B mains. Right now, your results on your screen for heat race number 5. Davidson, Bevan, Ryan, Sean Stevens. Your top 4 go through to tonight's A main. Unfortunately for Nation, Hobbs, Crawford, West, Nickel, and Corbett, they will start in 1 and 2 tonight's B mains. Well, race fans, here is your grid right now. We got 15 cars on the racetrack. We got 15 laps to do it in. Here we go. Here's your grid. Justin Wright and Leo Heaton, Bo Nation and Luke Wilson, row 2. Row 3, Cole Ferguson, Cooper Wilson. Row 4, Nash Granger, Jason Crawford. Row 5, we go back to Jonathan McKean and Tony Walsh. Row 6 is Zane O'Toole and Scott Partington. And then you go back to Daniel Nickel, Craig Plater, and John Schultz here in tonight's B main number 1. So we are set to go. Yes, it is the C main. However, we call it, we say here on UltimateDirtTV, we have dual B mains. So how about this, race fans? Can he get the job done from the front row? Justin Wright in the Osborne Transport number 78 machine. Set to go, green. Real slow pace in turn 3 and 4. We're on the front pedal this time. We're green. Into 1 and out of 2 and down the back straight away. We've got already cars tangling up in turn 1 and 2. We are yellow. Well, we are back to yellow pretty quick here on UltimateDirtTV right now. Unfortunately, race fans, I'm not going to even attempt to know where that crash started, because there is multiple cars involved in that one. So we are set to go. Once again here at Kokomo Speedway. So we are set to go once again. Here at Kokomo Speedway. Set to go green. Heaton off to a good start. Down to 1 and 2. They're nearly 4 wide in turn 1 and 2 though. Down the back straight away we go to turns number 3 and 4. Down the main straight we run. 5 laps in the books. We got 10 laps to go. Make that 9.5. Down the back straight away to turn 3 and 4 we run this time. Make it 9 laps to go as they go down the main straight away into turns 1 and 2. Into turns 3 and 4, we're watching Justin Wright on screen, the 78 machine, battle through traffic right now. He's back there in position number 4. Your race leader, though, Leo Heaton. Still under siege right now from Cooper Wilson. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. Luke Wilson back there in P3. Justin Wright in P4. Jason Crawford in position number 5. As Bo Nation takes over the 5th position right now. We got battle for transfer positions all over the speedway. Into turns 3 and 4 we go this time. By now 5 laps left to go as they cross the stripe. Into 1 and out of 2 and down the back straight away. Heaton, still your race leader. We are caution yellow on the speedway, looks like. Cole Ferguson. It is in turns 1 and 2. So it was Craig Plater that initially went upside down. So now big damage on the 81 car of Cole Ferguson. So it did all start with the 69 car of Craig Plater. Unfortunately, going upside down in turns 1 and 2. So we will come back to the green flag. So pace car off the circuit. Set to go green. A 2-lap dash to the checkered flag. Oh, Leo Heaton really held him up in turn 3 and 4. Not the greatest start. Through turns 3 and 4 we run this time by. Now the white flag is out. 1 lap left to go. Here in B-main number 1. Here comes Zane O'Toole, though, to the inside. O'Toole looking for the race lead through turns 3 and 4. For the final time, and Heaton will win. B-main number 1. Second will go to Zane O'Toole. Third to Cooper Wilson. So how about that? Leo Heaton taking out B-main number 1, Zane O'Toole second, Cooper Wilson third. Your results right now for C-main action here tonight. Leo Heaton, Cooper Wilson, Luke Wilson. Your top 3, then back to Bo Nation, Jason Crawford, Johnny Schultz, Scott Partington, Cole Ferguson, Justin Wright, and Nash Granger, your top 10. We're going to go right now into your final last chance qualifier here tonight here at Kokomo Speedway. Your grid looks like this. Riley Simpson and Luke Johnson on the front row. Bradley Oldfield and Jeremy Kingsrod on row 2. Brett Hobbs and Daniel Cassidy, row 3. David Clifford and Timothy Devine, row 4. Cody Nevin and Matt West on row number 5. Joel Bittel, Stephen Haitley on row number 6. As we roll through the page, 13th, Jason Burke. 14th will be Robert Fletcher. 15th will be Andrew Corbett. And starting down the back by his lonesome. Well, race fans, cars are set to push away. So the 65 car of Riley Simpson is on the pole position for this one. Luke Johnson on his outside. In the 76 car. So, race fans, here we go for the final time here tonight. Who will we see in tonight's A-main? Riley Simpson and Luke Johnson on the front row. Jeremy Kingsrod and Bradley Oldfield, row 2, we're green. Into turns 1 and 2 we go for the first time. Through turns 3 and 4 we run, and down the main straight away, Riley Simpson leads the opening lap here in tonight's B-main. Simpson, good on the top side of the speedway right now. Through turns 3 and 4 we run back down to 1 and 2. 3 wide for second right now, back there in the pack. Into turns 3 and 4 we run down the main straight away we go. Second right now is for Brent Hobbs in turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight away we go to turns 3 and 4. Down the main chute into turns 1 and 2. Oldfield is right there on the top side of the racetrack, but Brent Hobbs good on the bottom side of the speedway right now. Simpson. We're now 5 laps in the books. We make it 10 to go. We got one car into the safety catch fence in turns 1 and 2. And that was Stephen Haley and also Matt West. I believe he's out of tonight's B main. Riley Simpson, though, through turns 3 and 4 this time by and down the main straight away into 1 and 2 on the cushion right now. Heading down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4 we run. Back down to 1 and 2. We've still got about 8 laps to go. Into 3 and 4 we run this time by. Make it 6 to... yes. Got 7 to go. Into turns 3 and 4 we run this time by now. Sorry, we did have... Now it's 5 to go. My bad, sorry. Miscounting laps. Not having the greatest night with lap counting tonight. Riley Simpson, though, now 4 to go here in tonight's B main. Now working lap traffic. Luke Johnson first on the hit list, pulls it to the infield. Simpson is your race leader. Bradley Oldfield in second. Third is Cody Nevin. Fourth is Brent Hobbs. Tell you what, Cody Nevin working the bottom side of the speedway. How about Daniel Cassidy? Bit of a dark horse coming into tonight. And I'll tell you what, he's worked his way up into position number 3 right now on the speedway. Back down to 1 and 2. And down the back straight away for the final time here in tonight's B main. Riley Simpson will take out tonight's B main. Second will go to Bradley Oldfield. Third to Daniel Cassidy. Fourth to Robert Fletcher. And fifth to Brent Hobbs. That is your top 5. Tell you what, race fans, what a run here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. We will go through your top finishers. Riley Simpson, Bradley Oldfield, Daniel Cassidy, Robert Fletcher, your top 4. Then you get back to Brent Hobbs, Joel Butel, Jeremy Keensrod, David Clifford, Andrew Corbett, and Jason Burke, your top 10. Well, race fans, we're going to take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll come back on the other side of this with your 35-lap A-main still on the program.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Well, race fans, it is now time for tonight's A-Main. Here we go. Here at Kokomo Speedway for round number 10 of the Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. Your grid looks this way. Clayton Davies and Nathan Vanderwacker on the front row. Joshua Walton and Brad O'Brien on row number 2. Callum Davidson and Blaine Densley on row number 3. Titan Vanderwarden and Harry Stewart on row number 4. Aston Hurley and Max Bevan on row 5. Ash Hammond and Cody Lawrence on row number 6. We roll over the page to row number 7. Tyler Bish and Kai Jensen, Nick Ryan and Alex Gavea. Then back to Alex Hanna and Brock Lewis, Mike Augustine and Sean Stevens, Leo Heaton and Riley Simpson, Cooper Wilson and Bradley Oldfield are your starters tonight here in tonight's A-Main race, fans. It is going to get down and dirty here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. 24 sprint cars. 360 style. Round number 10 of the Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go racing. Let's go live for 35 here at Kokomo Speedway. We're green. Down to 1 and 2 we go, and Davies like a bullet again into turns 1 and 2. We head into turns 3 and 4. 1 lap down, 34 to go. Into turns 1 and 2 right now, Maxi Bevan. Back there in position number 4 at the moment on the speedway. Nathan Vanderwacker on the top side of the speedway as well in the 88 machine. He's up into P2 right now. Harry Stewart on the top side of the speedway as well. He's up to position number 4 on the racetrack. Vanderwacker had a moment in turns 3 and 4 by the sounds of things. And we are caution yellow on the speedway. Sean Stevens. It is turned around in turns 1 and 2. We'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. So not sure what happened with the 26 car. Oh, looks like actually another 2 cars were already together in turns 1 and 2. Not actually sure why the timing and software didn't actually pick that up. So, race fans, your running order right now. Clayton Davies is your race leader. Josh Walton back in P2. Harry Stewart in P3. Callum Davidson in P4. Nathan Vanderwacker P5. Blaine Densley P6. Then back to Aston Hurley. Max Bevan, Titan Vanderwarden. And then you're back to Tyler Bish in position number 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go back to green flag racing. We still have just over 30 laps to go. Into 1 and 2, back to green we are right now. Davies on the top side of the speedway. Into turns number 3 and 4 we run. Few cars on the bottom side of the speedway making a little bit of contact on the bottom side of the speedway. Into turns 1 and 2 and down the back straight into turns 3 and 4. Down the main straight right now. Working lap number 10 of 35. Here at Kokomo Speedway, Clayton Davies is in his absolute zone right now in that 50 machine. Into turns 1 and 2, Davidson. Sorry, that's actually Harry Stewart on the top side of the speedway in the number 11 car. Working his magic out there on the speedway for tonight. Tracking down your race leader big time right now is the Titan Garages and Carports number 11. Pardon me, sorry, of Harry Stewart. Josh Walton still back there in P3 right now on the bottom side of the speedway. Densley back there in position number 4 right now on the racetrack. We've got 2 cars around in turn 1 and 2. We stay green. Through turns 3 and 4, we run this time by. How about? I tell you what, race fans, Harry Stewart was closing in big time then on your race leader. As we go yellow right now on the speedway. And that is not what you want right now. We're just over. We're actually about halfway through tonight's A-Main. And I tell you what, right now, race fans, this will play big time into Harry Stewart's hands. So we are set to go once again. Here at Kokomo Speedway. And I tell you what, race fans, this racing has been unreal right now. Davies and Stewart on the front row. Back to green we go right now. Into turns 1 and 2 and down the back straight away. Stewart on the top side of the speedway. So too Clayton Davies. Walton on the bottom side of the racetrack. Holds down the third position. Densley still back there in P4. Aston Hurley right on the rear nerf bar of the 27. Back down to turns 1 and 2. Here comes a slide shot from Harry Stewart for the race lead. Into turns 1 and 2, turns 3 and 4 we go. Down the main straight away, back down to 1 and 2. I tell you what, race fans, this has gone from 0 to 300 very quickly. Here at Kokomo Speedway right now. Harry Stewart off the gas big time in turns 1 and turns 3 and 4. That time he was right on the rear nerf bar of the 50 machine. Back down to 1 and 2 we go. Walton still on the bottom side of the speedway. Densley, he's fallen back to position number 6. Hurley in 4 right now. We are yellow, yellow, yellow. We got one car upside down in turns number 1 and 2. And I tell you what, race fans, unfortunately, that one not picking up. Looks like it may have been Tyler Bish. So to Alex Gavia. Unfortunately, my live timing software not picking up that crash. Well, race fans, how about this? Who do you reckon is going to win tonight's A-Main? Will it be Clayton Davies? Will it be Harry Stewart? How about Joshua Walton? Can he get an A-Main win here tonight at Kokomo Speedway? We're back to green, back down to turns 1 and 2 we go. Heading down the back, straight away into turns number 3 and 4. Davies is just like a rocket ship in that race car right now. Harry Stewart keeping pace with the 50 machine of Clayton Davies through turns 3 and 4. Harry Stewart's found something in turn 3 and 4 right now. Back down to turns 1 and 2 we go. The 11 machine of Harry Stewart is in hot pursuit. Into turns 1 and 2 we go, and down the back straight away. Into turns 3 and 4. We now got 4 laps left to go in tonight's A-Main. Down the back, shuttle we go. Harry Stewart was in a spot of bother in turn 3 and 4. I tell you what, cars are all over the racetrack right now. Down the back, straight away we go into turns number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go tonight's A-Main. Down to 1 and 2. Davies, Stewart is right there. In turns 3 and 4 right now, the white flag is out for tonight's A-Main. Down the back, shot we go. Stewart cops the wall in 1 and 2. Into turns 3 and 4. Welcome back to Victory Lane, Clayton Davies. Harry Stewart will come home second. Third to Aston Hurley. Fourth will go to Joshua Walton. Fifth to Nathan Vanderwacker. Sixth to Leo Heaton. And OMG, what a race. I tell you what, race fans, you don't get any better than that. Well, I tell you what, race fans, what an A-Main here tonight. We'll go through your full rundown before we go into our interviews here tonight. Just cars just getting formed up on the main straight away for photos. So Clayton Davies is awarded your race winner here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. Harry Stewart for second, Aston Hurley third, Joshua Walton fourth. Then back to Nathan Vanderwacker, Leo Hayton, Callum Davidson, Blaine Densley, Mike Augustine, and Brock Lewis to round out your top 10. Now back to the back half now with Tyden Vanderwarden, Max Bevan, Luke Wilson, Ash Hammond, Sean Stevens, Cooper Wilson, Nick Ryan, Cody Lawrence, Alex Gavea, and Tyler Bish is your top 20. Well, race fans, you don't get any better than that here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. I can tell you that for the honest truth. We will have a chat with your top 3. So we're just going to get them into the chat right now. And we'll start from third here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about give it up for your third place getter here tonight, the 99 machine of Aston Hurley. And Aston, mate, welcome back down to Victory Lane. It's been an awesome night here at Kokomo Speedway. What did you make of that A-Main? Just hang on, Aston, hang on, dude. Hang on, dude. Sorry, mate. The Watsies are not working. The thing's not working again for me. Just give me 2 seconds. It's having a bit of a dummy spit at the moment. There we go. That should be the one. Give it a go. Oh, fucking stupid thing. Give me 2 seconds, mate. Sorry. It's having a meltdown. There we go. That's gotcha. Well, race fans, how about it? We've got him down here in Victory Lane. Third place here tonight, Aston Hurley. And Aston, mate, good road to finish off the night here at Kokomo Speedway. What did you make of that A-Main?
Yeah, that A-Main was pretty crazy. Kokomo is such a small and quick track, and it was kind of, I had to really drive it. And, yeah, like it was just good fun.
Mate, it was slick from top to bottom. The top side of the speedway was pretty bumpy up there, but hey, mate, good way to come off the cap off the night with a third place finish, mate. Good, obviously good racing here tonight. Sponsor shoutouts, Aston. Who turns the wheels on the 99 machine, mate?
That'd be Horsham Off-Road, UltimateDirtTV, Velocity Race Designs, Decal Evolution, and CD Cinematography. All the boys at Allure Esports, have been having a ripper time lately. We've got one new development driver. It's Bro Nation. He's been really giving it a crack. So yeah, I've got to give a shout out to all those blokes over there as well, and yourself and JSI Sim Sports.
Well, race fans, how about it? Please give it up for your third place getter here tonight, Aston Hurley. Well done, mate. See you back next week.
Thank you.
There it is, Aston Hurley home in position number 2 here tonight. Well, race fans, this guy doesn't just race compact speed cars for a living. He is also on here on the iRacing service as a part of his hobby. And Harry Stewart, welcome down to Victory Lane, mate. Second place here tonight. What did you make of that, main?
Yeah, it was pretty fun, I guess, just ripping the fence. But it's a bit of a shame how I just couldn't pass. So, but yeah, definitely pretty fun just running against the fence and just trying to think of a way to get past Clayton. If I didn't step on it on that offer 2 on that last lap, I probably could have just ripped around him since he went through the bottom to cover the slider, but I already stuck to the fence, so it didn't matter. So, car was pretty fast, so I just needed to stay off the bloody concrete a bit more and think of a better way to pass instead of doing a deep slider and losing all my speed off the corner.
Mate, you had him there at one stage in turns 1 and 2, but like you just said, you lost all the momentum on that lap there. Mate, obviously, what went through your head then? You're like, okay, well, what am I going to do next to try and get past this guy? Obviously, it's a battle for the race lead, so you know what you've got to try and do, but how are you going to try and put that down onto pen and paper on the racetrack?
The sliders like into 1 and 2, I didn't know how fast the top was compared to throwing a big slider, so I didn't want to go and throw a sort of short slider and just kill Clayton. So I just went for a big deep one to see like how fast he was to come back around and cross over, and it was definitely too deep, so I could have shortened that up a whole bunch to maybe get to the top against the concrete like midway through the corner instead of offer 2 and be able to carry more speed into 3. But other than that, I just probably should have kept it out of the fence and tried like crossovers and all that while I was right behind him. But yeah.
Mate, an awesome run here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. A lot of sponsors on this race car. There's a lot of people behind the scenes I'm sure you'd like to thank for tonight, mate.
Just like to thank everyone that puts on this league, Titan Garages and Sheds, everyone at United Sim Sports, Brad for spotting me after he got taken out by someone reversing up the track after they spun, so he wasn't very happy, but he helped me out a whole bunch, trying to talk me through making a move and that, and bloody Callum having a good run until he stuck it in the fence as well, so that was good to see. And yeah.
Well, there it is, race fans. How about give it up for your second place getter here tonight, Harry Stewart. See you back next week, mate.
Thank you, sir.
There it is, race fans. Harry Stewart home there in second place here tonight. Well, race fans, this guy needs no introduction here on UltimateDirtTV. He's a multiple-time winner, and you're also your current points leader coming into tonight. How about it? Give it up for your feature race winner here tonight, the 50 machine of Clayton Davies. Well, Clayton, mate, like I said, you need no introduction here on UltimateDirtTV. What a run here tonight. An absolute stellar performance once again.
Yeah, it was definitely good to finally actually have a win, or even better, finish a race. The last couple of weeks I've either been cleaned out or stood on my dick for a couple of laps. Sorry the language, but yeah, stood on it for the last couple of laps. But yeah, it feels good to finally finish the race and be up the front, especially running in my own colours, doing my own thing. Feels good just to be back in victory lane.
Mate, another awesome night behind the wheel of that 50 car. Obviously, another stellar-looking race car for yourself this season. Mate, obviously, this racetrack, slick from top to bottom. We know what you need to do to go out there and win these races. Run us through the top side of the speedway. It was very bumpy on the top side of the racetrack.
Yeah, it's hard with fixed setups with Kokomo to try and get multiple lines of racing the whole way through. I feel like when it gets to the top like this, it's pretty much you got to either be very, very willing to put it on someone's nose and probably throw those, I wouldn't say nice passes to people, but it's the ones that have to be thrown. And yeah, if you can control, if you have track position, chances are you're going to win the race. It was a good battle for what we could get out of it between me and Harry. I would have liked to have a few more laps to see what else he could have thrown at me. There was a few things that like I was interested to see pulled off. But yeah, no, glad to get the win.
Mate, I was actually talking to him about that just moments ago when I was speaking to him just before. He was telling me, crossovers and different things like that. Mate, he actually even said he didn't want to go for a short slider because he didn't want to take you out so there's a lot of respect there between yourself and Harry on the racetrack.
Yeah, we try and give each other as much respect as we can. Obviously, you can't give each other the spots and you can't, just let them go by. You got to race them hard and race them fair. And we've raced each other for almost 3 years now, so we've built a fair bit of respect up for each other, and we know what's expected of each other and how we drive. And yeah, for the most part, we put on good. Everyone has their bumps and crashes here and there, but it's all a part of it.
Well, there it is, race fans. How about Clayton Davies, mate? Sponsor shout-outs on this race car. We know there's a lot of people behind the scenes that help you out each and every week with this 50 machine.
Yeah, I'd like to thank ABR Setup Shop. Alex always helping me out, getting better and better. Western Machine Shop, CD Cinematography, Hobbs, Trenchant and Boring for staying on with me and supporting me. 27 Designs, Atlantic Oil, you and Brett for putting on the broadcast, and all the guys at JSI Sim Sports for putting on the league.
Well, how about it, race fans? We welcome you back to Victory Lane. Clayton Davies gets the job done here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. Well done, mate. We'll see you back next week.
Thanks, mate.
There it is, race fans. How about Clayton Davies here tonight here at Kokomo Speedway, getting the job done. Now, I'll tell you what, though, there was a bit of a difference there in lap times. 11.962 round the last lap and 11.843 between himself and Harry. I tell you what, that was very close there on the Speedway. Well, race fans, this will bring us to a close here tonight at Kokomo Speedway. We do ensure everyone enjoyed all the action here on UltimateDirtTV. Until next time, my name is Matt Bailey, and we'll see you back for round number 11 of the JSI Sundays Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. See you next week.